Good morning world. Sacha's just dropping off her peanut butter cups to the Eco Cafe. We've got a really nice new sign here, hand painted. And Sacha's also dropping off some clothing, some fabric that we don't use anymore, and the peanut butter cups. So get that done and then we'll head off. We've added a few new nice touches in here. And we've got a menu now with different foods. Look, cheese and tomato sandwiches and banana Nutella, some shakes, and of course the shop itself. So we've just spent an hour or so at Colic Bibo, which is the community kitchen restaurant set up by our friend Michelle, who's currently in hospital. If you don't know what I'm talking about, we made a video recently about her urgent need for medical care. One of Michelle's friends, who was actually with her when she was taken to hospital, was actually there, and we had a very long chat with her to find out what's going on. So she's not completely out of the woods yet in terms of the medical care and treatment. She has to stay in Cebu and work through the medical complications, but she's getting the right kind of treatment thanks to all of the donations that you guys had sent and some of the other resources that we've pulled together and that Sunny has been working with to get the money for Michelle's medical care. So first of all, just want to say a quick thank you to everybody who watched our last video about Michelle's urgent medical care and sent donations. It has made a massive difference, and we've heard from the source that she actually did watch that video and she found out that you guys have been sending money and you've been sending support and all of your messages. So it's really good to get that update because it's been quite hard to find out information, even for us. We've just turned up to a place called Little Hawaii. We've never actually shown this area before. We've driven through it many times, but very recently they've turned it into like a kind of mini night market and skateboarding area. I mean, it's basically the main road, but it's how things work here. People choose an area of beauty and then they turn it into a tourist attraction. Our friend Sunny has just turned up. She's going to have a stall here selling the ate products from the NGOs that she has set up. And we're just kind of catching up with her, finding out what's been going on with the fundraising and her story as well. So I'm not going to be too intrusive. I'm just going to go and talk privately, figure out what's been going on from her side, because Michelle's care has been absolutely taken care of by her friends from Colic Bibo, from the community that she has been working with, from her community of friends, and also from Sunny and her community. All of the NGOs that have been, involved with her have come together to bring their skills and to bring their resources to make sure she gets the care and attention that she needs. So it's been very reassuring to know that if you are a good person, if you do something for others, then it can come back to you in a good way. So it's nice to catch up with people and figure out what's been going on. I know I just briefly mentioned it, but Michelle's medical care bills and everything have not fully been covered yet. There's still so much that needs to be done. So please, if you guys are interested in helping out somebody who really does deserve that help, have a look at the link for the Help Michelle donation page. It's all legit, it's all safe. It goes through our friend Sunny and through other legitimate payment resources. You can trust it, and it's the best way to get the money directly to where it's needed. And you can see the latest updates on there too. So that's the best way to be involved if you choose to. If not, then please like and share, comment, like what we said last time. It's a great way for us to be able to get the word out there, and it just kind of brings people together. Just taking a little stroll to see what kind of things are available here. So you've got the North Brew coffee stand here. The little prices there displayed. Sunny's stand from Ate and the Eco Shop. Little kawaii, some basic street food stuff, more cafes, banana chips and french fries. I think we're a little bit early because we've driven through here in the evening before, and they have like fairy lights up, and there's a lot more people hanging about here riding their skateboards down the hill. It's also pretty crazy to think that after the typhoon, all of this broke off and went into the sea. This whole road was pretty much undrivable. You could go on that side over there, but this side was just like unusable. I couldn't believe it when we came down here the first time. So all of this has been rebuilt and now turned into a place thriving with life. Story's gone over to buy some banana chips from this lady. She likes doing independent shopping now, doesn't she?
She does, yeah, she's pretty good at it as well.
Yeah.
And I don't really like shopping, so it's perfect. Story can take over from me.
She can do that for us, yeah. So Story succeeded in buying the banana chips, didn't she?
She did, but she bought 9 packets because she didn't pay the price. She just gave all the money over. She said, take my money.
Yeah, so now I've got
Give
like
me all the banana chips.
a huge bag of banana chips, which I'm just giving away to people.
Yeah.
Donate them.
Have our own store, we could sell them on.
Yeah, just raise the price by a few pesos. Give it to charity. How's they taste? Are they sweet or salty?
Just banana-y.
Just plain? Oh, okay.
They're not sweet and they're not salty. It's literally just a banana chip.
Oh, I like these. It's a new morning and we're down by the beach for Poppy's walk. Full family walk today, everyone's out. Story's about to start her school day, and I just wanted to round up the information that we've been sharing about the conversation that we had with Michelle's friend in Bieber yesterday. Was an eye-opener for us and for quite a few people on this island. One thing that you can do to get an idea of how big this problem was is go onto the fundraiser page and click the update button, and in there you will see some listed receipts. So you get an idea of how much medical care, hospital bills can be if you have to pay for it yourself. Now, one thing that Michelle's friend was explaining yesterday was the major problem is that if the hospitals here don't recognize your insurance policy immediately, or if they see that you're, part of a mixed race relationship with a foreigner, there are complications that can make them make decisions like they won't release medical care immediately until you pay the full amount up front. And one of the huge problems with that, of course, is that getting up to 1 million pesos in a day sent from country to country, gotten out of a bank, sent to a hospital and cleared can take more than 1 day, of course. So the logistics of money is not really fast enough to sometimes deal with the treatment and care. So it's really important when you're choosing your insurance policy out here that you get one that is well recognized by the big hospitals here in the Philippines if you need to ever be in that situation. So we have to really look at our situation and see what works for us, because being British, a lot of the policies out there changed after Britain left Europe. So just make sure everything's up to date. A lot of the other immigrants that have come and settled here on the island are now re-looking at their policies or getting policies just to make sure that they're covered, because this has been a real eye-opener for everybody. We've been to hospitals here before, like on a whim, when we took Story there she had a UTI a few years ago, and we just paid for everything up front. It was very reasonable. That's because we never ended up going into, like, let's say, a sterile room or needing to be kept overnight, and that's when the costs really start to rack up. So if you're interested to see what made Michelle's medical bill so high, and this isn't even all of it, this is just like the receipt number 1. There's a second receipt that hasn't been shared yet, which is from the Cebu hospital, which is ongoing. So I think honestly the bills for this treatment for Michelle are going to be probably close to 2 million. That's a guess, but yeah, it's not going to be far off. So let's treat this as a lesson. Everybody be aware of your situation. Make sure that you're all kind of covered for the policies that you buy. Just make sure that you don't get screwed, because man, if you don't have that community support around you, like, this could have been life and death for Michelle, which is the kind of summary of the conversation we had with her friend yesterday and with Sunny. If things didn't go the way they did with the fundraising, she would not have been able to get the care fast enough or get the money to pay for the care fast enough to actually save a life. So it's a big thing. It's not something to look at lightly. And again, just want to encourage you guys, if you're interested, to check out the links. And yeah, just even if you're just interested to see what happens if you get into a real bad medical situation here in the Philippines, this is what can happen. So I'm going to end the video for today. The shout out goes to UAE Wanderlust Adventures. Huge thank you, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.